Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner with Sales 2.0.
And I'm Ken Rudin with LucidEra.
You started LucidEra?
I did about 2.5 years ago.
And how is it going?
Very well. I'm very excited about the results we've been able to accomplish in a pretty short amount of time.
What's your definition of success?
My definition of success is, first and foremost, whether our customers are successful. So I've only worked at maybe one other company ever since I graduated college where we had customers who were not only happy with our solution, but were willing to go out and evangelize for us. And we've been able to accomplish that. So I think it's a great definition of success.
What's your unique selling proposition for your customers?
For us, it's about taking all the information you have gathered from your sales processes and from your marketing processes and from your financial processes, being able to bring that together so that you can actually look at what's working and what's not in your business. There's one process of capturing the information, and those are the operational systems that people have, like CRM, a financial system, a marketing automation system. There's a completely separate aspect of then taking all that information back out of these systems so that you can see actually what's going on. Think of it as a dashboard for your whole organization. Because what people have focused on to date is automating the processes within their organization, but they don't know if they were the right processes or not. So if you just automate a process and you give that solution to somebody and it's not the right solution, it's not the right process that you've automated, then essentially what you've done is just help them do the wrong thing faster.
Can you help me understand, when a sales manager drives a car, they know what the dashboard looks like. But when they buy analytics from you, they don't know what to put on their dashboard. How do you help them?
That's right. I would summarize that by saying that sales managers today don't know what they don't know. And they're actually very open about that. They'll look at our solution and say, there's two ways you can help. One is giving us the kind of the physical infrastructure, and we do this all as an on-demand solution, so they don't have to worry about any of the technology, but giving us the physical capability to analyze this data. So that's good, but then the second step is, what data should we analyze? And working with close to 100 organizations now that we've had the opportunity to work with our solution, we've been able to gather best practices about what are the things you should be looking at. It's not just, how are my sales reps doing against quota? There's a broad range of metrics you need to be looking at to make sure that you're not blindsided, you're not surprised at the end of the quarter. And the analogy I would use is, it would be like going to a doctor and having him do nothing more than take your pulse and say whether you're healthy or not, when of course they have to do a full physical in terms of how you're doing in your blood pressure, how you're doing with regards to cholesterol. And
or measure your DNA.
That's right, or looking at your DNA as well. So that's the value we can add to our customers, giving them the ability to analyze the information that they've already collected, so pulling it back out so they can see what's working and what's not.
Let's talk about your own sales organization. What are the top 3 things that you measure analytically of your sales force?
The first thing we measure is not just lead generation, but lead conversion by our sales reps and by part of our marketing team as well that's involved in that process. It's not about how many leads did a campaign generate. It's, did those leads actually get converted into opportunities, and further, did they get converted into actual sales? So we measure what marketing activities can the salespeople get engaged in as well, but what marketing activities lead to sales success, not just lead to leads.
What's number 2?
The number 2 thing we look at is the actual close rate that our sales reps have in terms of the percentage of leads that they're getting and opportunities that are being generated for them. Are they trending up or trending down over time? Because it's not so much your point in time what your close rate is, it's how that is trending over time. So we've got some seasoned sales reps and we've got some new sales reps. They're going to have different rates in terms of close rates, but we want to make sure that they're tracking as well as our more seasoned reps are. Are they going in the right direction? That's the second thing. The third thing we look at is how long it takes them to win a deal compared to how long it takes them to lose a deal. And what you'll find in so many organizations we work with, if it takes, I'll pick a random number, 100 days for a rep to win a deal, on average across the companies we've looked at, it takes them more than 200 days to mark a deal as lost. Which, to put that into tangible terms, that means for every hour that rep is spending on a deal they're going to win, they're spending 2 hours on a deal they're going to lose. And you need to reduce the time. Not just reduce the time it takes to win, reduce the time it takes to lose, too.
Right. Do you actually distinguish between losing a deal and nothing purchased at all?
We do. But in both cases, it's a deal you didn't win.
Right.
So you need to be able to qualify out. It's not just how do you close a deal faster that you can win.
Right.
It's also how do you better qualify. You can increase your productivity tremendously by saying, you know what, I normally close a deal in 100 days. I've been working on this 160 days. The emotion is to keep working. I've put so much energy into it. Keep going. But you have to realize at some point...
It's like a gambler.
That's right. That's right. I'm behind, but if I could just keep trying, I'll make it all back. At some point, and this is a sales manager's role to say,
cut the cord.
Cut the cord, focus on other deals, and get that productivity back.
So how is your growth because of all that wisdom you've gained through analytics?
Well, we're tracking at about 3 times, so we're about 300% of where we were last year. So it's we use it on ourselves, absolutely, and we're doing quite well. And if we can keep that trend going, we really can reinvent the whole business intelligence market as now delivered as an on-demand service instead of something that used to be very complicated and only for the elite companies. Now, even a company of our size, we're around 50 people, we use it at every board meeting, we use it at every Monday morning pipeline call, we use it every day in our organization, and at this point, it's a must-have for us. There's no way we could run our company without it.
Numbers that tell the story.
That's right.
How much does it cost?
We have different packages ranging from $1,900 a month to $3,900 a month. And the result...
That's for the entire...
That's for everything.
Salesforce, whether they have 2,000 salespeople or 200?
It comes with 5 users, and depending on the type of user then they want after that, there's additional costs for users, anywhere from $20 per additional user to $100 per additional user, depending on the capabilities you want to give to them. And it's absolutely a bargain. We have done some surveys of our customers who are using it, and we've asked them to compare, and we've got the data as well ourselves to validate it. The things like close rates and things like cycle times and things like average deal size before they use LucidEra and after. And 2 of the numbers that have come back already is that in terms of average deal size before versus after, it's increased by almost 15%. And in terms of decreasing the sales cycle, it's about 8% that we've been able to cut off of their sales cycle. So we're seeing some real measurable results across all of our customers, and that easily pays for the monthly fee that we charge.
It's wonderful. It reminds me of a carpenter's adage where they say, measure twice and cut once.
That's right. That's right.
And if you measure the effectiveness of your sales force with LucidEra, you make fewer mistakes.
That's right.
Check it out, LucidEra.com. A new tool to inject business analytics into your sales organization. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Gerhard.